Welcome back, everyone, to Phil's Recap and Review, Vikings Season 4, Episode 12, The Vision. And I'm here tonight live to watch the episode. Love to be able to just do a recap afterwards. I love doing these watches, but they are kind of forced upon me because I have to get up super early tomorrow, and the next couple of days are pretty hectic. So I just want to get in here and get the coverage of Vikings together, watch this episode, watch it with you guys. Joe was supposed to join me tonight, but he could not make it because he couldn't get a vehicle, and he was going to join me online, but he is unresponsive in messages right now, so I think he probably passed out. So maybe Joe will join us later in the evening, but for now, you got me. And not just me. We've got some friends already going in the live motherfucking chat. We got Critch and Timo in there right now. Broke Black Man's in there. Claudio. We're here tonight to watch Vikings live, watch the episode, react to it. As I said, maybe Joe will join us at some point in the evening if he wakes his ass up. Everyone can collect. Oh, here he is. I spoke too soon. Joe is popping his head in, so Joe will be joining us tonight, too, as the episode of Vikings is just about to start, watching the end of last week's episode. And I'm excited. I really liked the first episode back for the second half of Season 4. I liked it. I liked it as much, if not more, than all of the first half. I liked how it was just Vikings-focused and that we got a lot of stuff directed around our the main characters and stuff like that. I assume in this episode we're gonna get to seeing in the Wessex stuff and or seeing the Paris stuff, but I wouldn't mind a lot more Vikings focus as the new guard rolls on and as we lead up to some raiding and some fun. Oh, thank you for checking on in, man. I appreciate that. And great to see all of our friends live in the motherfucking chat. And good to see Joe popping on in. I was afraid that maybe he was sleeping the sleep of the overnight worker. Oh, and right away, right off the bat, we got. Hey, Joe, welcome. I was speculating that you were sleeping.
No, couldn't get things to work right, and I had to go to the store, so I booked it.
Joe is just touching himself to crow pictures leading up to the.
Oh, sure.
So yes, we got Joe Dirty Locks with us tonight, and it's great to see. Oh, we got Antoine Thomas in the live chat again. Timo, Broke Black Man, Claudio. All of our good friends in the live chat to be able to watch this episode of Vikings together. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about Vikings coming off last year. Put me in one ear, Joe.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So, yeah, I felt like we were 2 years ago there for a second. I'm like, shit, Joe, I can hear myself. So I am pretty excited about this half season, but my only problem with it, and I don't want to start off the bat with complaining because right away I'm already digging. I like this new Ragnar. I like Ragnar this season. How every season we get a kind of new Ragnar. I like this one. But after this episode, we only have 3 more, and then we have to wait again.
Horrible.
They know how to make you want it in this show, Joe.
I want it.
Claudio says, beer in the motherfucking chat. What else could you want on a Wednesday afternoon? Cheers to you, my friend. My beer is clear and tastes like water tonight. Zima. Huh? A gift for Ragnar? Okay. Again, I'm going to say it. We talked about this a lot last week, Joe. I'm so much enjoying that light being back in Travis Fimmel's eyes because he's not a junkie this season.
Right.
Him having that sort of crazy Ragnar thing about him right now.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Brandon. Great to see you in the live chat. Just wanted to say, hey, great Westworld stuff. Going to start Vikings soon. Have a good broadcast. I have to get up at 4 a.m., so good night. I have to get up only 2 hours after that, so I'll be sleeping pretty soon after this podcast is over with. Yes, by all means, any of our friends that want to actually watch the show, we'll talk to you during the commercial breaks.
God.
He,
It's a horse.
he does. He wants to do weird things to the horse. He's Inu. Is that what Yiyo? I'm trying to remember what the girl's name was last year. The drug
Yoko.
dealer. Well, yeah, Yoko, but what are real in the show? It was some weird name.
Just spit in Ragnar's face.
How's he still alive? Kill this man. Have a good night, Brandon. Great to see you, Critch. Recrimination time. Fucking complainers. Did he just spit at my dude? What the fuck just happened, says Timo. Yeah, that just happened, and Ragnar walked away. Yeah, and you know what? Ivar wouldn't let you... I just talk... Fuck you, dude.
Everyone hates him.
Why? Because he lost once?
Yeah. No, and he ran away.
Oh, because he ran away, and he converted to Catholicism and all that crap too.
He's been gone for like 10 years.
Yoko Ono. Antoine, hey, Phil and Joe. I'll be at WWE this Saturday night. Awesome. But I'll have my phone on. If you do a Game of Thrones night, let me know. I'm not sure if we're doing that this Saturday night, but that's going to be fucking awesome, Antoine. I used to love going to the wrestling matches. I haven't been in a while. When I was a kid, I got to see Andre and Macho Man fight. That was one of my favorite ones as a kid to see. Okay, Bjorn. I'm so glad that they added these other kids to the show, because as much as I think Bjorn's right in the correct scene, and I think he as a character adds a lot to the show. We talked about this a lot last season and the last couple of years. If they ever expected him to carry a whole show on his back, to me, Bjorn's not interesting enough. Not to spoil stuff from history.
Not charismatic enough.
Not charismatic enough. That being said, Bjorn, if the show follows history completely, where Bjorn's going to go and following him is going to be a very interesting part of the story. But he couldn't carry a show on his own.
I don't think so.
Claudia says, I'm not digging the pussification of main characters. Crit says Ragnar's on a mission to find redemption through pain. Hanged man scene from last week.
Yeah. Pretty much, I think.
Is he just trying to do the Klingon thing now? We're trying to find a good death. He wants a good way to die.
I think so.
And die with honor, essentially. No, I guess he doesn't even care about the dying with honor thing, because he was going to hang himself. Good evening, Big E. Great to see you. And great to see all our friends that are popping on in here during this Vikings live stream. To anyone that's checking this out at a later date, thank you so much. Leave your comments and thoughts on this episode of Vikings in the season so far. Or you're hoping for these last 3 episodes before another break. Here we go, Ivar. Okay. Again, I'm liking this kid. I got to say it.
Oh, mommy.
You know that thing, Joe, that music, it's just snappy, like Tom Hanks is talking about in that thing you do. It's just snappy. It's snappy, Jimmy. Go up into your room and write that hit song alone with your principals. Ivar has it. He's like the baby in the dinosaurs television show. He's just sitting there like, not the mama, and just stabbing people.
Aw.
Ragnar's plans to lead his people by giving them a reason to raid. And I think that's probably going to be the theme of these 5 episodes. It's going to lead up to the raiding. Shut up, ugly son. How come you're the only one of your fucking brothers that has a stupid mullet? You've been watching too many episodes of too much of Eugene of The Walking Dead, and you cut your fucking hair like that? Remember, he's my daddy. Remember that dude?
Oh, this one's dead. Ivar's gonna kill him right now.
Oh yeah, he's so dead. He's got the red shirt haircut. That mullet haircut's like a red shirt from Star Trek. It just is. That's the dead son. That's why I'm not learning their names, because there's Bjorn, Ivar, and dead sons. I'm looking at the dead boy. That's what I'm looking at. Uh-oh. Oh shit.
So
you're so dead.
With
yeah,
help.
he can, and his
working.
But he's
dragging himself with his arms.
He's strong enough, and there's ways. This dinner party's not destined to end well, says Critch. Aslaug, daughter of Burnchout. I always had a thing for redheads, says Antoine. Dude. He's just going to keep coming after you. It's going to be like a horror movie.
Like the thing that crawled out of ash.
Yeah. A couple of hours after this, Joe, he's still going to crawl. They're going to cut 2 hours later. He's still crawling after him.
So.
A little bit. You better not sleep. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep with Ivar. He's going to fucking
right? Walk into the room. He's going to slither in.
No, he's quiet as the night, Joe. Sorry, when you said he's Slytherin, it makes me think, is that the house that he belongs to in Harry Potter? Would Ivar belong to House Slytherin? When he drew his assignment,
Not funny.
Joe's like, I don't know that geek shit. Shut up with that Harry Potter fucking shit.
No, the first couple movies were good. I didn't read a single book or listen to any of the books, but the first couple movies were good, and then it was just the same over and over again, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah. No, we can have a Harry Potter watch at some point. I agree that the earlier movies I enjoy more than the later movies, but I got lost in the mix there.
Yeah, I saw 1, 2. I think I saw 3, and then 7.
Oh, Eintracht says, Vikings. Vikings coming in November is the pre-roll ad for the video I just saw. The ad to watch this thing. They know what kind of podcast this is. Yeah, the guy is a dead man. Yeah, dead man walking, dead mullet walking. He better armor his ankles. I want to let you know, Game of Thrones fans, that Vikings started off.
Sigurd, the dead one that was saying, he's the one that found the little girl dead. Siggy.
Oh, he's the one that found Bjorn's daughter dead?
Yeah.
You never shower. So he was the one that was like yelling at her, "You're a dirty girl. You never shower."
Yep.
So that was that douchebag. It all makes sense now, Joe. It all connects. We haven't seen Rollo yet, and I'm missing my Rollo fix. I want to see some.
Yeah, we haven't had any Francia.
No, nothing of Francia. I don't necessarily miss the Wessex stuff, even though I do enjoy it, but we haven't had anything of Wessex yet. But the only reason I missed the Francia because of Rollo, because I feel like we need to see his big.
Watch The Last Kingdom.
I've heard a lot of great things about The Last Kingdom, Joe. It's definitely on a list of shows I want to watch. Why are you edgy to get back to it right now? Is that your must?
Nah, I finished that shit in a minute, dude.
You ate that shit for breakfast?
Yeah, dude.
So a lot of
it was real.
While we're in a commercial break, a lot of people have been suggesting that show. Until we get back from commercial, what's your quick thoughts on Last Kingdom, Joe?
It's basically all that Wessex shit that you want.
Joe, just remember,
slightly different, but it's really good.
Iron Throne says Last Kingdom season 2 on Netflix, so easy. Timo says I hated Last Kingdom, but I'm trying to finish it, but it's too hard. Joe, remember that the Vikings in Wagner's ring cycle started the ideas for Game of Thrones. Be mindful and stay positive. Claudia says Beastly Man Rollo, no more. He's pussy whipped. I hate the main character. Last Kingdom, says Timo. So I will try to watch that just to catch up, and then maybe Joe and I can do a podcast on that, or maybe Joe and Katie can do a show themselves on Last Kingdom at some point in the future. So because I know like people like Dakota on the channel, a couple of other people have been suggesting that since we've been started, Joe. A couple of people have been suggesting Last Kingdom. So Sylvia's in the live chat. Great to see you, Sylvia. And so far, so good again in this episode of Vikings. More the same. I am more compelled for whatever reason in this half season in these 2 episodes than I was all of last season. I don't know if it's where my mindset was at the time or because I feel like it's just a better product. I just feel like it's tighter right now and everything that we've seen. And I think part of that is I have to, again, I'm licking his balls right now, but the actor that's playing Ivar is really adding another dynamic to the show that's making it feel kind of fresh to me right now. And Ragnar being back. And shit about to happen? What's going on here? Is this the Fine Hair brothers showing up? Yep. We got more Vikings rolling on in. Oh, that's a pretty cool sigil. Yep, the Fine Hair brothers. Sounds like a string, a bunch of hairdressing salons. The Fine Hair brothers. We do perms. Timo says, yeah, they pussied down all my men except for Bjorn. Yeah, Bjorn killed a bear. Ragnar, the Sid Barrett of the Pink Floyd of the Vikings here. Just kind of sitting away, sitting on a rock, playing an E-chord over and over again. As it's a Viking party.
They're getting ready to go.
Yep, Santino Corleone is here. Oh. Okay. Shh, shh, everyone. I'm glad you can't... Lagertha's on screen. What's his birthday ticket tonight? I have to watch my son depart first, Destiny. How could his name be? Exactly, Biggie, Lagertha. Tormund versus Bjorn for the Sexy Bears contest. I think I gotta go with Tormund there. He just seems more real. Like Bjorn, I like the character and everything, but I've seen him in more other things cleaned up. But every time I see Tormund, even when he's in those commercials, I forget what he hawks or something, but he has a commercial that Tormund's in. He still just looks like Tormund to me.
Yeah.
Whereas I've seen this dude all cleaned and pretty and stuff. So it's kind of hard to. So as Big E said, Tormund by a country mile. Excuse me, I'm saying his name wrong. Bjorn. Awesome, Antoine. Antoine says he has a lot of Norse mythology stuff in his parents' attic.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. It's something I'd say before this show, Joe's a lot more of just a natural, like growing up through school and studying and stuff like that, more a history buff than I was. I'm a little bit ignorant to Norse history before Vikings. Vikings was a good entry point. I think that's probably, I mean, obviously entertainment and money, but I think that's a really awesome thing that History Channel did with this show. It made me interested. It made me spend hours going and fucking reading encyclopedia articles on Viking stories and shit. To learn what the real tales are, because there's no real historical accounts. There wasn't good record keeping. Oh,
word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth and stories passed down and stuff, or stories from the people that they interacted with, talking about them and stuff. More so than their own record keeping. He's not named Giant. Yeah, back to the other question. He's not named Giant Spain for nothing. Tormund seems like he would wipe his ass with Bjorn. So far, how do you like it where the show is going now since episode 10 when it's sudden jump in timeline? I usually don't like as much. I'm almost used to it with Vikings. I still say as much as I like season 1, that very first time jump that they did was the hardest. Yeah, it was the hardest. Once they did that, you almost became aware that it was just one of those things. And if I pay too much attention to it, it's like Littlefinger's transporter device. But there's like Vikings fucks with quick jumps of time, and the women never age. And you just need to accept it.
Ooh. Snap.
Yep. Yeah, you're the queen of what?
The queen of refuse.
The refuse. The queen of shite. Says boo. Boo to the queen of piss. The queen of crap.
Go on. Bow down to your queen.
Oh, Timo's getting the feels with everyone reuniting. Joe's news report. Aslaug disses Sansa Stark's character, saying that Sansa's a rip-up of her mother, Reinhild. I probably killed that name. Sorry, Antoine.
Reinhold.
Yeah, shit just got real. Not sure this won't get bloody. Lots of attitude. The pusshole bitch stepped up, Timo says. Oh, look at her sip. Here he is. Is this where this guy's going to get killed by...
Uh-oh. She's a dead one.
They're all dead, Joe. Anyone who opposes Ivar is going to die. He's just they're just talking him down right now to be the surprise when he comes flying out here like a crazy ninja Tyrion from the books and starts slicing people, doing flips like Yoda and stuff.
Uh-oh. She's going to open her mouth.
Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut, Viking woman. It's a trap. Biggie says it's a trap.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is
dead one.
Joe, this isn't gonna go good.
It's already going good.
Oh, this is going pretty good right now.
He went right and told people immediately.
Where is Ivar right now? See, he's the only... Okay, that one might live too. Because there's only seemed to be one of the other brothers, that one right there.
Oh, he's the smart one. He's afraid of
Ivar
one too.
Yeah, he's afraid of Ivar too. He realizes what kind of person Ivar is. He's the other not dumb brother. I'm sorry, until some of these brothers die, like I'm convinced that they're going to die in these next couple of episodes, I'm not going to make an effort to learn their names. So short brother, pretty boy brother, mullet brother, the other one, and Ivar. Ivar's crawling into the tables.
Yeah, right. Trying to get some upskirts.
Yes, he must have got his genes from Ragnar. He's the only smart one in the group, Timo. I need Ivar to kill someone bad, says Timo. Timo wants Ivar to turn into a Chucky doll. Joe losing a lung over there. Ivar got to Joe.
It's that run I took.
You haven't quite caught it. Relaxed from the run. The new Kettle Blacks. I've never seen a full episode of Vikings. It's only the past seasons are on Netflix. They are on Amazon, I think. If you have access to Amazon, but they are not on Netflix or Hulu. I think Amazon is where I caught up.
Prime, yeah.
I also don't want to suggest such things, but there's also other ways to watch the episodes if you're inclined. Dun, 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 dun. She's the only smart son in the group. So I hope this show gives us a little fan service here and has us actually get to see Lagertha kill Aslaug.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think
It's not going to happen.
It's not happening today, Joe. But I think this was the first step. Seeing the two of them interact and the "I don't forget anything" thing was, as I believe, and I'm gonna interpret it as foreshadowing that of Lagertha killing her before the end of the season. First prediction.
I hope both Lagertha dies in this episode. Not Lagertha. Aslaug and the blonde chick and Sigget. They can all die this episode. I'll be happy.
Flush them down the toilet. Let's get to the just more interesting characters, like the ghost of Athelstan. Let's get applesauce splashed in everyone's dreams. Yeah, can we get a Floki dream of applesauce? I mean, that's what we really want here. That's all we really want. Boys, what
I really want is the fucking commercials to end. Jesus.
I'm trying to talk through the commercials, Joe. I'm trying to distract us. We already made it. It's almost halfway through this episode already. Because of fucking commercials. It's tough, especially if you're used to watching shows on, and I don't want to get into a whole thing about this, but it's when you condition yourself to watch shows the way we do now on Netflix, Amazon, HBO, Go, even online streaming or pirating or whatever way you're watching shows most of the times, or you're even DVRing it, so you're fast-forwarding the commercials. The couple of shows that I watch live, I'm even more aware and frustrated by commercials.
Sure.
And it's specifically two shows. Or Vikings. Vikings isn't as bad as The Walking Dead. Anything on AMC is horrible.
Uh-oh.
We're back.
Pagan rituals.
Yep. Hey, Ford Fairlane. I don't think the episode had that many commercials, just long commercial breaks, in my opinion. That's what I think. So History Channel does. I agree with Timo. History Channel takes longer commercial breaks, but they have longer blocks of the show, whereas AMC, it's, oh, okay, it's coming on. Someone found a lighter. Dun, dun, dun. Commercial break. We just came back from commercial. Oh, my God, stop the animal killing. I want people killing. It totally gets you out of the show. Praise on demand. You're so right, Grandma. Is that Aslaug?
Yeah.
Whoa, sick. I don't know why. That just made me want to fry some eggs. Like that skillet. Someone take that knife and use it on her. I love the didgeridoo music as usual. Really sets the scene well for Vikings. The lighting and just the way they film these kind of scenes, I think, are always very effective. They do this very well. And I know this, even though it's a little different than dream sequency, and I think we've talked about this before, Joe, Vikings is one of the few shows where you usually like most of their dream sequency stuff that they do.
Yeah.
Whereas you usually don't like that in other shows. And Vikings is a show that I think of a lot of things that it does well. Battles it does very well. I think dreamy, sort of weird shit like that.
Oh, he's going to get worms.
Come on, if a certain girl jumping into a certain Bravosian water after a certain knife to a certain gut, then sorry, wrong show. War faceplate. God, Lagertha, please cut a bitch. Oh shit, that Dom chick glare. Aslaug's interview dissing Sansa Stark's George R. R. Martin and Jesus replay of the Sylvia Love radio show. Full interview. Timo, I'm loving Ivar too. Tell her what she wanted to know.
Oh.
Stabby, 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 stabby. Stabby. Finish her. Yeah. Dead by the end of the season, Joe? Maybe the episode? Kill her. Okay, Aslaug could stay alive if in every episode we can have one of these parts of the episode where Lagertha just puts her in her place and calls her out for all of her shit.
Yep.
That was one of my most enjoyable scenes in all of Vikings. Right there. It happened. We've been wanting that confrontation for a long time, and Vikings made us wait, but they gave it to us as we get to this, which is a new dynamic that I'm very excited to see how it plays out. The two of these guys.
I have no choice. I have to drive.
Yeah, Joe, if this was The Walking Dead, that would be a commercial break right there.
Yep.
Claudio, I'm pitching a new AMC show called Kunz, starring Aslaug, Lori, and Skylar. They get killed in each episode in increasingly elaborate ways. It's like Black Mirror, just where every episode's a different way that one of those people die.
So Ragnar's going to get down there and buy boats.
Yep. And
bribe all the people from going with Bjorn to go with him instead.
And try to get the raiding party going on his mission instead of Bjorn's Carmen Sandiego mission. We haven't seen it yet, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing the interactions between Ivar and Floki. I think their brands of goofy is going to work very well with each other.
I can only imagine how much is still buried around that fucking country.
Oh, the loot? Are you talking about like loot buried around and stuff? Little. Just every time I see Shawshank Redemption, Joe, like every time I walk past a pile of rocks. Dude, I'm constantly knocking.
There's no earthly, godly reason for being there.
Anytime I see a rock that there's no use being there, Joe, I knock that shit over. I'm like, fucking move, rock. Show me what's inside. Occasionally I find something, Joe. Occasionally. I do. Even though I don't talk about them, and in real life I'd probably do horrible things to my children and you too, but because I'm a beast. Oh, I don't like her acting in that scene, says Timo. I'm not a big fan of hers, and I think as much as I hate Aslaug here, the actress adds a lot. It's a credit to an actress. If someone's really horrible in a show, I just don't care. When someone can make me hate them the way that Aslaug makes me hate her, I don't love her character, but the actress, I think, brings a lot to that character.
Yeah.
To make me feel this much rage for her.
Oh, Floki.
Oh, Floki. I love all the interactions we get between our main Vikings characters. Oh, yep, here they are finding some of Joe's loot that he buried after that raid in the Outlands that he took with a warlock and a bunch of undead.
That's Jesus.
Yep. That's is that the Blooms?
That is Roman. Oh, English.
Oh, Eckbert puts himself... And the man's got his own... When I say the man's got his own money, I mean the man has got himself his own money. He's on the bill.
Such a great movie.
Coming to America. It's in the bottle. It's on our list of watch through movies. I mean, it's old hat now, Joe, because people have done it so much, and people did it before then too. But I remember the first time you see those barbershop scenes in that movie, and you have, and at least I had no clue, especially with the old Jewish guy and stuff. That was Eddie Murphy, and then to the end of the movie, when they show you, they're like, Eddie Murphy. That's Eddie Murphy too. I mean, some of them you knew, but going back and then like at that point in time, being a kid watching that for the first time, I'd never seen someone do that before, and yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite comedy movies from beginning to end. It's fucking hilarious. Sam Jackson actually has a very small role in that as one of his
Robinson McDaniels.
Yeah, McDowell's. Yeah,
McDowell's.
he robs the McDowell's, and he gets his ass kicked by Eddie and Arsenio. Is Ivar going to kill King Egbert? I sure fucking hope so, Timo. Breaking news: Sansa Stark responded to Aslaug's disses Aslaug on Twitter. They're having a Twitter war between Sansa. It's going on. Oh, this fucking it's horrible. It is fucking horrible what's going on. Last Kingdom season 1 is now on Netflix's Iron Throne. Al, Red Sox fan, is interviewing Floki this Saturday. The only thing I really hated about Vikings is the time skips. I miss young versions of our men. Feel like they could have told so much story. I agree with that, Timo. You left a lot on the plate there, essentially, where with some of the time skips, where it's like, yada, 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 this time period isn't important, yada, 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 we're on to this, we're on to that.
Yeah,
simply because
there's a lot they could have told.
There's a lot they could have told, simply because, except for last season, I think that one moment where we see it last season, they haven't utilized flashbacks really that much in this series. So it's not like they could always have done that, but they've never introduced it, so it would seem weird now. But if they had introduced it, they could have done flashes where they go back to that time period, and you get a little bit in that time period. You couldn't do that now, but they could have made more of a lunch and had a whole season in that first time period instead of skipping around at the end like they did. So I agree with you. It bothers me less now, as I said, but it was something that I think Joe and I have both ranted about at different times. It in the right moment, especially when you're enjoying a flow of a Viking season, and then suddenly they go, okay, forget what you just saw. You're not going to get conclusions to this. You're going to get conclusions and dialogue in the next scene when some of our characters just go, yeah, remember that time when these people were about to die? They didn't die. Like I wanted to see it. So they don't always let us see it. And that is one of the weaknesses of just the way they do storytelling on Vikings. Ragnar and Ivar making rain in a brothel in Paris. Dollar dollar bill, y'all. Is Egbert? I think Egbert is bugging out, isn't he? I think so too. I'm very curious when we're going to see Egbert. I kind of had a feeling we might see him tonight, but so far all Vikings again tonight. Which honestly I don't mind. We were calling for more of this in the last half of the season. I think that was one of the complaints I had about season 4, part 1. Not enough Viking stuff and too much of all, like a whole episode in Paris or a whole episode and with the British stuff with Queen Crazy Pants and their ilk.
Oh.
Here we go. Suggestion: old movie The Vikings with Kirk Douglas. They had such a great cast with these actors. It's just jarring to get acquainted with all these new people, knowing the ones I know will be dead soon. Joe, is that the slug of dealing with commercial breaks? Like, come on, show. What the fuck? As we're back in. As our men are starting to get ready for our rating. Actually, in a weird way, and they're probably doing this on purpose, this kind of has somewhat of a season 1 feel to me. Not like the battle between the Earl and Ragnar feel, but the way that they're building up and leading to a couple of big missions. There's an impending sense of shit's actually going to happen. Like, it feels like there's a real sense of weight to what's about to happen right now, and that's what it is too. And the show just looks even better too. Fuck.
What are you doing, father? What does it look like? Looks like you're humiliating yourself, did you?
Ragnar's doing what I did when I got kicked out of that concert show, when I went and bought some waters and started handing them out to people as we were walking out of the
yeah, why would he care? That shit's been buried for 10 years. It's not like he spends it. When they need more money, they go raid.
Is this the equivalent to the old grandmother giving away the stuff? Like, come over here, Joe. I want you to have this Nintendo Wii. You need to have this, Joe. It will remind you of me. Yeah, old Grandpa Viking. Back in my day, when we wanted to raid, we actually went out and raid. Back in my day, when a Viking wanted to die, one of his sons would kill him, not make him wallow around like an asshole. Why won't one of you kill me? Back in my day, I'd kill my Earl. Fucking Grandpa Viking.
I just want them to love me again.
Joe, I think that's it's a passive, funny comment, but I think it's very true. Right now, he's just like obsessed with why he had it. He had everything. He lost everything. He wants it back again. Make it rain, Ragnar. Make it rain, buddy. Make it rain. And then Ivar has that hunger, and she's scared. This is going to turn into a Joffrey Cersei situation here.
I'm going with father.
Oh no, because this guy's not a pussy.
I am saying something.
Biggie, remember when we used to raid? Remember that time we used to raid? Remember? You remember, Joe? You used to remember?
Aslaug's getting sweaty.
Aslaug membered. Yes, I'm sorry. Don't say anything about member berries in the live chat. I'm gonna just go ahead. A member berry rant. Remember Joe? Remember James Dixon Joe? Remember that show for Joe? Remember?
Oh, Strangler.
Do it. Die. Is it over? Is it over? Oh no, he's just gonna be nice to her. He'd have done it already. If it were gonna happen, it would have happened already. Ivar, please, please kill her. You will be my favorite. Breaking news. Sansa to Aslaug. Hope Ragnar gives you sex you deserve. Oh, Ragnar, please, please, please kill her. You already are my favorite.
Do you think you're with me?
No.
You suffered my words.
You suffered her words? What are you saying, Ragnar?
Yeah.
Poor you. You had to have sex with a god while I...
Never turned your sons against me.
Because he wants you to turn his
I'm
sons...
sure that there are times you've hated me. But you never poisoned their minds. I'll stop them from loving.
I love this. Because you did... It's funny because she did all of that.
Is he gonna kill her? He's gonna kill her.
He should kill her. This is the Ragnar game. Make them feel really comfortable, and then when she feels good, snap the neck. Finish her. Grab it. Now by the base. And turn. Before you die. Before you die. Finish the thought. Ragnar, remember...
Ugh.
What a pussification, Ragnar. Come on, dude. She soured your children against you. Why? Because they won't kill you? Is that what you're saying? Are you really...
He said they didn't do that. That was
but what I'm saying is, okay, just so I'm clear, because you probably heard a little bit better than me, Joe. Essentially, in that moment, was he saying to her, you aren't so bad. You never turned my kids against me. You never did all of that. But I feel like he was talking. He was bullshitting, though. He was saying you have done that. He was being serious. I was reading it as a threat. Like he was saying, you have done it. You think he was sincere? Ugh.
Yeah, that was sincere.
What a bastard. Fuck you, Ragnar.
Raised some good boys. Now I'm going to go lead them to their death, starting with the cripple.
Thanks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because he's basically saying, yes, you raised good kids. Now I'm taking them away from you. Bye. Thanks for doing your job.
Ugh.
Ragnar, you just lost some man points. We're 43 minutes into the episode, and we're pretty much at the end here. It does look like this is gonna be another whole Vikings episode. I doubt that in these last, but I guess Vikings has done that before.
Yeah,
but I doubt
done weird shit like that.
They've done weird shit like that before. But I kind of have a feeling that they're gonna complete the thought here, and then our Vikings are gonna take off by the end of this episode and and then
someone's gonna die.
You think someone's dying tonight?
Someone's got to die. It's been such a slow episode. They got to end it with a bang. Tell me this has been slow.
Slower than the first one. I'm
probably going to be the blonde chick.
Oh, what do you call it? Ivar's two-timing girlfriend.
Yeah, all the boys' girl there.
Yeah.
The
Viking bike.
The doorknob.
Is Ragnar getting full custody of the kids? I want to know that. I hate Sansa just as much as I hate Aslaug. I hope they will die a slow, miserable, painful death, says Timo. David Adams, what up with you all? What's going on, Dave Adams? Ragnar is on a death journey going to Valhalla with Christian imagery. It's slow, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm engaged. That's probably how I feel, Timo, too. I feel like I agree with you, Joe. It is a slow episode, but I'm still engaged with it. Not quite as much as last week, but definitely still into it. I think it's slow, but it's still giving us enough of what I want, where we're getting to see the characters I give a shit about. What I don't like what Vikings does is when it gives us stuff that I'm not as invested in, and it's slow as well. When you get like a slow Wessex episode or a slow where it's that mindset, because you're right about Vikings does that, where it'll have kind of a slow episode, and at the end, Princess Crazy Pants cuts someone's neck and brings out a goat and starts having sex with it or something. Some weird shit will happen at the end of an episode. Slow moving, but setting the scene for all the stories. Yep. Welcome all of our friends, and thank you to everyone joining us tonight for this Vikings live recap and review. We got
oh my goodness,
3 more episodes of Vikings after this.
That's not enough.
And then I assume it's coming back in February, around the time that like The Walking Dead comes back and everything comes back from the holiday break. Which again, I don't completely understand, because if people have time off and they're home with their families, it's a good time to watch television. So I never got why shows take off the holidays, but they take off the holidays. It's a thing.
They want people not talking about it in their house. They want people talking about it in the office, so that other people and at school, so other people that don't watch it will watch it.
Or are spreading the word and spreading the words about it. So they do special.
A week to go by where nobody's spreading the word.
Here we go. She kind of looks like Daenerys sleeping, like with their like I don't know, whatever. Choker, kill her, kill the dragon lady. Someone needs to die this episode. I need a Viking death, says Claudio. So is Ivar going to kiss her or kill her? They've been teasing us with death all night, says Claudio. Yep. Will they finish us off? And then Ivar grabs her. Yeah, you did. You're a television character, so like I really don't care. You're not a person to me. You're a TV character, and you fucked up, girl. Yeah, did you really think this was going to end well? Come on, Wayne Brady, choke a bitch, says Claudio.
Right?
Oh, he's doing something creepy first. It's funny, all this insanity that...
What the fuck is that? A dream sequence?
Total dream sequence now. This is a little weird.
Dreaming, or is it him dreaming?
I don't know what the hell this is. This is kind of cheesy.
That's the lot. Aslaug dreaming.
Everything that we're transferring onto Ivar comes from what we know about him as a little kid being fucking crazy. We haven't seen this Ivar do anything too nutso yet. But it's funny, the anticipation that it's leading up to it. And I think this is what she's seeing too, the storm that's coming with this kid. Is Ivar going to go full way Brady and choke a fish?
He's going to get baptized.
Oh, that's what she was feeling. No! Bastard! Stop! Ivar's gonna go full Nirvana, baby. That's the vision. What's it mean, Joe?
I have no idea. It means she's a fucking loony.
It means she's cuckoo kanuku. Typical Aslaug just stands there. Breaking news. Odin applauds Antoine's message to King Ragnar and Phil's show. Grab her by the pussy. Timo says, fuck, I even hate her in the dreams. Just okay, I'm gonna shut up about it and just accept it for what it is. I'm just so surprised how well he has the cadence.
Ooh, slam.
Yeah. Do you really think you can tell me what to do? You suffocated. You gave me these horrible blue eyes. He's supposed to drown. What is dead may never die. What is dead may never die.
Aww.
Yeah. Poor me.
Now poor Ivar has a chance finally to prove it.
Yes, to show the honor I can have. Okay, this is just a I'm digging what's happening. This is a lead up, but now we're getting a little bit of the jerk off thing, and something that I'm gonna bring it back to Rocky 2 here. You know what I didn't like about Rocky 2? I like the fight. I like everything that happened. I like the conclusion of Rocky 2. I think it's almost as good of a movie as Rocky 1. Do you know what I didn't like about it? The whole side story about Rocky's fucking eye and that Adrian won't let him fight. Will you fight the fight, Rocky? You're watching Rocky 2. You know Rocky's fighting the fight. You know Ivar's gonna go. We don't need a you're not stopping me, mum scene. Ivar's going. We all know he's going. This is false drama for unnecessary purposes. I know she had the dream and yada yada, and Adrian doesn't want Rocky to go blind, but he's still fighting the fucking fight. It's Vikings. He's gonna fucking raid. Rocky's gonna fight Apollo. It's gonna happen. Joe, pick up the phone and please tell Aslaug to do something.
Ugh.
You're all just jelly of... And Celtic says, you guys are all just jelly of her Viking swag. But Aslaug.
Her Viking what?
So that hopefully I think that will be our last commercial break of the night. As we're doing the count, I think we should play, if we do another one of these live streams one night this season, Joe, we should play the drinking game and have to drink every time there's a commercial.
Oh, no way. Does that mean you have to drink on every commercial on the commercial break?
Like constantly. Like we don't even talk during the commercials. We just play music during the commercial breaks and
put the straw in the mouth and right into the vodka bottle.
To do a steady stream. Yeah. See if we can even last it through one commercial break. Somebody choke a bitch. Oh my God, someone needs to die now.
Oh Jesus! If somebody dies, I'll be okay with this episode. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like most boring episode in the history of Vikings.
Dude. That I know I'm super hyperbolic, but you're blanking on a lot of episodes of last year.
Nope. This will be the most boring of them all.
Good. It's been a while since we disagreed. I'm digging all of the Ivar stuff. I'm engaged enough.
Yeah, but it's still boring.
But boring is still entertaining, or not boring. Slow is entertaining. It's what one man's slow is another man's boring. I'm enjoying the slowness of this episode and catching up with our characters and getting some character moments. But I agree, it does need a topper. I won't say it's the worst episode, but it's definitely a slight
snore.
A snore compared to last season.
If I was laying on the couch watching this episode, I'd have been asleep 20 minutes ago.
If you were here tonight, no, you wouldn't, because you'd be eating the sugar sticks.
No, but if I was here on my couch.
You're my couch. Whereas I know, I know the real reason why you didn't come here tonight is you didn't want to deal with the candy bucket again.
You're
You're
car.
I
was
know.
out of breath from running to the store.
You're scared of the candy.
Actually ran.
Claudio agrees with Joe. This episode is kind of boring. Timo's more on my side and giving Joe the shame button. I think his amnesia from the first half of the season. Remember all the S&M episodes with Count Odo? Are you sure about that, Joe? Remember Count Odo?
Yeah, I like S&M. There's no S&M in this.
Yeah,
You got cuddle time.
Yeah, it's true. We do need a little bit of S&M. I can't disagree with you when you're right. You know, you have a point there.
We got Ragnar rolling around in the dirt and cuddle time.
Holy shit, Heath Hinton in the live chat. Love Heath Hinton. Awesome dude. Had me on his radio show once. Hey, guys, heading to Disney World. Rejoin you guys in a couple of weeks. Phil, you're the man. Heath Hinton, you're the man. Have an amazing time in Disney World. Have some awesome times at the water parks. Hope you have a chance to lay in the lazy river at Typhoon Lagoon because that is fucking awesome. Yes,
I want to go do that right now.
Dude, it's amazing. The lazy river. If two things, if I ever had a lot of money, I would get a lazy river and a chauffeur. That's the only two things. I live in a one-room house, just like one big room, like the big apartment or something. But the lazy river, that's the dream. Fuck a pool. Lazy rivers are the dream.
Yep.
Yeah, Claudia, sorry, technical difficulties. Oh, Blizzard Beach. Oh, Timo, it's funny, Timo. We both had the water park idea, but you went for Blizzard Beach. I went for Typhoon Lagoon. Timo actually lives in that area, so it's I would listen to her. She probably knows better. And Joe and I actually have a good friend that lives down that area that was looking to give away a Celtic ticket tonight. I almost thought about asking you, Timo, but he had found someone pretty quick. Look at this Viking crutches.
Yeah.
Oh, Ragnar's proud of his son. And he could kill someone with those fucking crutches. Is that historically... I mean, I know crutches aren't a big science, but were crutches invented at that point?
I don't know.
Well, I guess Floki could. See, this is sometimes I don't understand how to interpret all the looks on Vikings. Ragnar gives good look, but was that Ragnar was embarrassed and Aslaug was happy that he was embarrassed for a second, or was she proud of her son being able to climb in there?
What did he say? You got a what to catch?
I missed the line too. I'm a talker, Joe.
It's got old men and cripples sailing to England.
Yeah, you got a good group there. Good group, Ragnar. This is the team that you're going to get your revenge with. Yeah, Ragnar's like, shit, we're fucked. Damn, I want to see Rollo murder someone, says Celtic. Nursing home. It's a nursing home field trip. This is called the geriatric cruise line. They're going to play bingo on the water.
He's sick. The kid's sick. Seasick.
Is that the biggest weakness for a Viking? Is that...
That can kill you, seasickness.
No, I just mean, is that like that'd probably be a big insult. Aw. Antoine Thomas wants to love to Whitey Bulger and Sean Connolly. Yeah, that's gonna be so embarrassing for a Viking.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Again, I'm going to do a Star Trek thing, like when Worf has his kid on one of the Klingon cruise ships and he just keeps fucking everything up and he's just an embarrassment to him. But Ragnar doesn't care. Ragnar's on a one-way trip to to Athelstan at this point. These grandpas can't even row a boat. It's like the good old days. Ivar's paying the iron price right now. If the show Ivar has a dead... If the show... Yeah, basically what Critch is saying is if they decide to use history as a basis off the Ivar character, we're in for a big treat.
So, yeah, we are. I think that's what they're going to go for, too.
Yeah, if the show Ivar is as deadly as the legend, Timo will be loving him, is what Critch says. And I have a feeling, too, Joe, that we're going to go in that direction with him. I mean, they're all but spoon-feeding us that he's going to be our new main character. And for the first time, I can see this show without Ragnar and be like, okay, I can see it. I still don't think it's going to work without Ragnar, but that's a different story we can get into later.
Lieutenant Dan in them.
But Lieutenant Dan, you didn't have any legs. And what the fuck is going on with Aslaug? Dude, shut up. He should have stuck an apple in his mouth or something. Kid, shut up. Yeah, Ragnar needs silence. Whoa, dude.
What's going on with her?
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck this shit's going on with her? Is she killing herself? Is she giving birth? Is she having another bit? Like, what the fuck's going on with that? I just know that she's bleeding. Can we say that Lagertha did that to make myself feel happy? Or is this a dream? Like, she's got that dream light thing around her. Oh, come on. Buck up, kid. Timo, I don't know. I'm trying to, I hope it's actually really happening. Is this really happening right now? Oh, fuck. No. Okay, they're all going to be all right.
Yeah, they are.
Or at least two of them are going to be all right.
Agreed.
The two important ones. The old men might have had, today was a good day to die. But again, what's happening with her? Is this inside her? In her side of her mind? Or is this because of what's happening to them and thinking they're losing? Or did she just stab herself because her kids have all been taken away, so she literally has nothing to live for now because Ragnar took away all of her children and she's not pregnant, doesn't have a baby. Lagertha wants to kill her. No one respects her. So might as well just kill myself. And that's basically my speculation that Ragnar was threatening her. What? We have to wait? Next week we go to Wessex, as we already see that Ragnar and Ivar are the two only people alive. We also see that we're gonna get into some. Oh, there he is. There's our buddy, Rollo.
Oh. So we got some Wessex and we got some Francia going on next week.
Yeah, they're showing us next week. Looks like it's gonna be everything. Did you see Aslaug at all in those previews?
Nope.
So can we say she's dead? Can we?
No, we're going to be done with Kattegat for a while. We're not going to see anything from Kattegat.
Right.
We're not there. Our main dudes aren't there. That's done.
Yeah. Timo's freaking out. Please tell me she's dying. I can't handle it. I can't fucking handle it. Bionic says, Hodor, what is dead may never die, but rise again harder and stronger. I didn't, and you know I was looking, Phil. No. Viking blue balls. They definitely gave us the blue balls. This was a good episode. Yeah. Now, did the end of this episode do it for you, Joe?
Really.
Not really? I think
close.
I'm glad that they just showed us Ragnar and Ivar in the scenes from next week. Why put on any mystery? Everyone knows that they're not going to kill Ragnar and him that way, him and Ivar that way. It was just a good way of killing all those old Vikings. It's just interesting that we introduced all those guys. It's like all these old men, like, here you go, get on the boats. So they can all just die right there. And Ragnar and Ivar are going to be the only two that survive that.
Yeah, but I got a feeling Ragnar is not going to survive this trip to England.
Yeah. I just wonder if, let's just say, for instance, that we accept that Ragnar's fate is inevitable. Is it going to happen? And this is just a speculation stuff. Do you think it will happen at the end of these 5 episodes? Like on the 28th? I think it's the 28th is the last episode of the year. Do you think it was going to happen there, or do you think it will happen at the end of season 4 completely? At season 4, episode 20?
Yeah, if they kill him before the half, they will lose massive viewers, won't return.
Right. So you say hold out as long as you possibly can, kill him in the end of season 4. It seems like we're talking about this every single year because of, is this the year they're going to kill Ragnar? Ragnar Death Watch 101. But the flies are buzzing around, though. You know it's happening. And I think it's I keep using inevitable. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what I think it means, but I think it's inevitably going to happen this season. I don't see him making it out. I don't see them starting season 5 with Ragnar. I'd be hugely surprised.
Yeah, he's not getting out alive.
No, not at all. Next week, yeah, we have to wait till next week. We have Diane, we have Timo. It's too soon. They got to make us care for who's left. We need till the end of the season, at least, in my opinion. And that's a good point by Timo. We need kind of a season of building up to care about these new characters. I do feel like they can't just. The 2 new characters are Bjorn and Ivar we have set up. Anybody else interesting enough to carry those reins? Is Lagertha just going to be on the show forever and never get old? Is Lagertha going to be like eternally Wonder Woman on this show and just never age? And
Why does she have to get old, dude?
It's true. It's true. She's drinking unicorn blood. It preserves her. So all the power to him. So, but yeah, I think I like this episode a little bit better than you, Joe, but I wasn't super high on it. I like last week's episode a lot, but this one kept me entertained through the whole time.
Yeah, I was entertained through it all. I'm just saying it was boring.
Okay.
I would have fallen asleep. I would have definitely passed out if I had been supine.
Mm-hmm. You would have. I'm not even gonna say it. You would have passed out like you did to a certain other HBO show that everyone's been trying to get you into.
I would have. This episode would have lost me to La La Land.
Yep. Yes, Timo. To all the viewers at home, let's give a good night to Odin and Frigg. Frigga says she appreciates the support from the West. Thank you, America. Lagertha takes the crown this year. I hope so, Critch. I hope that's what they're leading to with the Lagertha stuff. It seems like we're seeing her more this season at the beginning of the year than we've seen her before, and it seems like I think she's in for a big storyline this season because I don't know. I just feel like they're starting to get how. Not that she's never been in the background, but there's certain sections of seasons where she has. But she's as important of a character as anything. I think her and Ragnar are the foundation of this entire show. And I think them and their relationship in season 1, how that all established, was a big reason why at least I had an initial love for the show.
Oh, yeah, so agree.
Like the 2 of them, their relationship, their vibe, and them bringing other people in, like with Athelstan, the relationship with Bjorn with their kids, and just how it all led up. Their interactions. The Earl is the person I always forget. D'Artagnan there, or the Usual Suspects guy. I always forget that he was a big part of that first season. But you get that in the chick from she's in Glee, she's in Heroes. She plays Will Schuster's wife and the Fire Girl and Claire's mother and on Heroes. But great to see you, Centavio Major. Great to see everybody. So I think this is about as good a time as any to kind of call this a stream. Both of us get up relatively early. But Joe, do you have anything else you want to say? We don't have to go right away. We can take a couple questions from the live chat. But do you have anything else you want to say about this episode?
I don't think there's too much more to say about this episode. It's pretty slow. I was really hoping he should have killed. I mean, the tease in this, when's Ivar going to kill Blondie Chick? And he probably won't ever do it now. Chick's going to marry the brother while everybody's away.
I think the thing I'm most interested in, someone said in the live chat too, I'm curious. And again, people can look into the history of it as much as they want or not look into the history and watch it as a TV show. We're viewing this more as a television show. We know that they don't follow history point for point, but they use it as a reference point. the Bjorn storyline is going to be very interesting to see, and I wonder how far they're going to push with that. And I think the second half of the season, when we're with Ragnar and where his thing's ultimately going to lead, and Ivar and all of that, they're setting the pieces. And I agree with you, this was a slow episode, kept my interest too, but I think this was one of those episodes that was extremely necessary to just set the pieces in motion for where we're leading to a lot of big things getting ready to explode, and in a lot of like heavy raiding and action type stuff, not to mention just the Rollo and the Wessex stuff mixed in too that we have. That definitely looks like that they know what the focus of this half season is going to be. We have 2 episodes of all Viking stuff, so for whatever it's worth, they set the tone here. So if we start to get other things, it's always going to be around this. Whereas I think in the previous half a season, it seemed like the focus was on Franca and Wessex, and the Viking stuff was an afterthought. It definitely feels like this half season is going to be a lot more about the Vikings.
Agreed.
So
I hope
so. Because I think it's I know I say this word a lot in a negative context, but I think in a good way it's a soft reboot of the show where they're introducing a whole new generation of the Vikings, and however many of these guys last is can be said. How many of our Viking friends have lasted in season 1? You know, we only have so many people that have lasted in season 1, but I think they're reintroducing everybody, so they need to reintroduce who our Vikings are in this world, and I think a lot of people they just have so much going on in this show and so many storylines that they want to hit at so many different times. I really like the direction of them taking a breath here a little bit. And it seems like they're back focused to what they should be focused on with the Viking stuff. And I think in this soft reboot, it kind of works. So let's take a couple more comments before we call it a live. I'll call it a stream. Claudio says, The Misadventures of Bjorn and Floki. Yeah, it's going to be a fun section. Breaking news. Lagertha says, the Twitter war between Sansa and Aslaug is a clear idea for sales of DVD. Good business and culture. Making Scandinavia great again. Is that what it says? Timo says, we need to reunite and get back on the water. Oh my God, I hope that's what I don't like about the last half of Vikings. The Viking aspect was the best part of the show. Yeah, and I think that's, Timo, that's why that's my least favorite section of Vikings, at least coming off season 3, which I think was maybe my favorite season. It's close with season 1. But the first half of season 4, I just felt like the focus on the show was too much on those other things, which are great. But the Vikings should always be the heart blood of the show. The Lothbrok family should always be the heart blood of what's going on in the show. Or maybe if it went long enough, Leif Erikson, or I don't know if that's before that. I don't know my Viking time periods well enough. I don't know if Leif came after the Ragnar era. I believe he did. But, I mean, or if it made it that far, someone else. Whoever our main Viking centerpiece is, our Viking Carl. When Drogo shows up and takes over for everything. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, enjoyed this response, this reaction video to commentary video to Vikings, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Join us next week. I think I'm going to be on, or we're going to be on probably Thursday or Friday next week. I got to see what Joe's schedule is for Thursday, see my work schedule. We'll figure it out, but I don't think we're going to be able to do live next week. So we'll either be on after the episode or on Thursday or Friday at some point to talk some Vikings. And David and I will be on this Sunday to talk about the mid-season finale of The Walking Dead, if that's your kind of thing. So jump into that. And I'll be on Sunday after that to talk about West. Oh, shit.
It's over.
It's over. But okay, there's lots of fun stuff coming. Don't worry about it. No, sorry, I'm already having Westworld withdrawals. Joe, I'm already having Westworld withdrawals. They're bad.
You having the WWWs?
I'm having the WWWs. They're really bad. Huge WWWs. My whole body's aching. I'm watching random Anthony Hopkins movies just to hear him say some dialogue. It's awful.
Oh, no.
No, it's awful. Okay, anyways, everybody, thank you so much for joining me, joining Joe and I. We will be back next week at some point to talk more Vikings, and we will be back very soon after that, even though in the off season and during the break, Joe and I will be back with a couple bonus podcasts, maybe some movie streams and some other fun. So have a good night, everybody. I will.
Peace.
I'll talk to you guys later.
When you're less with me, you got to know all people got to say, but they never want to leave me, never want to pray. All these people say they count by their energy. They find all these things they go